adjustants, operatives, commanders and dolls, and future admins and operators. We're back with another video of Snowbreak video. I just said video twice already. But in any case, we're going back to part 2, Reflection of Valor, okay guys? So, I did not finish file 1 through 3. I think it was over 6 hours. No, it was almost 6 hours. It was almost 6 hours I had to deal with this. Someone mentioned 3 hours, probably because there was no dialogue for someone else talking, while they did all the other stuff, while I had to keep on pressing the spacebar. But in the case, file 1, I need to stop talking now. Okay, let's start with this. At night, at the nearest Yggdrasil resupply base, we rest here for the night and head back to the headquarters for the following day. My conditions had stabilized and both Monsieur and Boo Boo were out of danger after treatment. Boo Boo remained under observation while Monsieur has returned to the ward, in the bedside beside mine. I was lying there with my eyes closed, and when I heard a sound beside me. Still lying down, Monsieur used her hand to push off the wall, quietly nudging her bed closer to mine. What are you doing? Lie still. Her hands found mine.
これでいいにゃ。
She relaxed. Our beds now close enough for our hands to stay linked. Her arm was still wrapped in bandages. I gently held her limp hand and gave her fingertip a light squeeze. I turned and met her eyes. In a blink of an eye, she rolled onto my bed.
血圧よし。心頭圧よし。心拍数ちょっと上がり気味。
The monitor on her other wrist displayed my vital signs, blinking with each beat.
マーシル先生の見立てでは、分析員の容体は適度な運動をしてもいい程度だにゃ。
Then she leaned in and kissed me. Her lips were cool against mine. It was a tender kiss, tentative, filled with love. I watched her as her eyes slowly fluttered shut, then gently covered mine with a hand. Ripples of warmth spread between us, as if our souls had twinned together. I opened my eyes. Her pale yellow irises glinted in the dark, like unset ember, simmering with each breath.
ここ噛んで。
She lay on her side and drew my head into her arms, pressing me against her chest as she offered up her neck and shoulder. Her skin gave under the pressure, a faint flush rising beneath. With my ear against her throat, I could hear her breath, like wind rippling across water.
もっと強く。
I shifted my angle and bit down harder. She suddenly clutched her head, her body trembling as she stopped holding back. Does it hurt? I brushed my thumb over the twin bite marks on her shoulder. People with congenital analgesia doesn't feel pain even when injured. But that's no mercy. To watch yourself bleed and feel nothing, it tears away something deep inside. It severs itself from the world, a rupture between mind and body, a hollow in the senses, and loneliness that lasts a lifetime.
好き。この感じがたまらなく好き。
By the way, I'm reading this. I don't even know what's happening at this point. I'm just reading just for reading.
やっと分析員と同じようになった。力いっぱい抱きしめて。
I pulled her in, close enough to feel our breaths mingle. We rolled, switching positions. She kissed me, one arm sliding around my back.
痛くして。
I gave her what she wanted, my gaze never leaving her. After being satisfied, she steadied herself against me. Her eyes locked on mine, her brow furrowed as she slowly sat.
痛い。
Yet she seems to savor the unfamiliar sensation, letting it blend with every feeling she ever known. You okay?
大丈夫。痛みってこんな感じなんだね。
Outside, rain whispered through the night beneath a rising crescent moon. A night bloom opened to the rain, fragile and unguarded. She turned her back to me. She reached out, guiding her chin until she faced me again, and kissed her. I wrapped my arms around her, holding her as if I could keep her there forever. It was like pushing through thorns and dying, discovering pains, feeling alone denies her, her eyes brimming with tears. The pain soothed her soul, filling the hollow inside, stretching towards the edges between of something whole. Pleasure and pain, sorrow and joy, feeling large starved in the last restraint, blooming like the light. She could cry now, she could laugh. Her body has healed, the mind would never need more time. I don't remember one of the words mentioned, okay? I tried to speak as fast as possible because it skipped there. Moonlight lingered, a few autumn cascades, casadas sang, and something rushed softly beyond the door. The closeness between us settled into stillness. Monsieur wore out, drift off to sleep. I tucked the blanket around her, got changed, and slipped quietly outside. Okay, that was really quick. I didn't realize that. Let's file 2. The hallway was still. The lights in the medical bay were off. Boo-boo exam must have been finished. I thought I... Hold on. Yeah. A little burp. I thought I heard something. Boo-boo? No reply, but when I listened closer, yes, there it was. The faint rise and fall of someone breathing.
はい。
Only then came the answer from the same direction as the breathing. Why didn't you turn on the lights? I made my way into the medical bay, feeling along the wall. Along the wall, my mistake. Boo-boo was crouched against it, her eyes catching the faint light as she looked up at me.
検査を受けてきたよ。体調は大丈夫だって。
Want to head back and rest?
少しの間だけ一緒にいてくれる？
I moved over and crouched beside her. What's wrong? Something's on your test results?
それはないけど。
She hugged her knees tight, as if trying to make herself small enough to disappear.
さっきの聞いちゃったんだ。わざとじゃないの。検査結果が大丈夫だって報告しようとしたら、
Even in the dark, I could see her face was flush red.
もう、私って何言ってるの？
She seems to come to an indecision. Then she turned and wrapped an arm around my neck. Her eyes shut, kissed me full on the lips. It was a while before she caught her breath. Then she leaned into me, her face still flushed and warm.
私も分析員としたい。な なんだかずっと気持ちが変で、どうしたらいいかわからなかったの。そしたら、分析員とマーシルが、知ってるのを見て、こういう時は、そうしないと気分が晴れないと気づいたの。ずっと理解できなかったんだ。恥ずかしいことだって、一生に一度の大事なことだって思ってた。でも、やっとわかったの。それを愛を交わすって呼ぶのは、それでしか伝わらないものがあるからなのって。
Her lips caught mine again. Maybe for her, life has entered a new phase. One that was about me, but also about herself. And this kind of closeness was the man she felt like the perfect beginning to a new chapter. I drew her into my arms, turning so her back met the wall. She didn't pull away. The kiss was desperate and tender all at once. I laid her down on the treatment bed. She looked up at me, eyes slanted with devotion and longing, but her hand was already reaching for my body.
分析員、私、準備、できたよ。
She looked torn between determination and shyness. Her other hand reached up behind my neck, drawing me closer. The clouds parted, and a hidden path lay open. Our breath mingled in the quiet space between us. Her eyes still shimmered with all the words she has yet said. Everything unfolded just as she hoped, as if her heart has known this moment was coming. She bloomed beneath me like a dew-kissed flower, the pale alabaster skin of her cheeks, flush, red, softness with a fire entwined.
分析員、私、嬉しい。
I know. It's dawned on me too. When love deepens beyond words, when happiness crests within the souls, the body yearns to bridge the gap, so we let our actions speak. In the intimate rhythm between us, her lips claim mine again. Clumsy but bold, chin lifted, wordless and proud, as if asserting what was hers. Right here, right now, you're finally mine. That's what her kiss declared. You have me and you shall have it all. She gave everything of herself to say it. All that waiting, the quiet pain, all that repression and insecurity she carried. Now was the time to let it out, to face it, to prove it to herself. I opened my eyes and saw a tear slip from hers. That was why I could never bring myself to talk to her about it. I'd known it for a long time. But knowing never made it easier. The need for approval is born from not seeing yourself. She might know that, but still, only being seen by the one she admires could quiet the ache inside her. It was a cruel truth I always known, that living up to what Boo Boo longed for would be aching be hard. I already butchered that sentence, holy damn. Heimdall's image in her eyes was a cascade forged from a past glory, pure courage, unblemished honor. Even after joining, she still believed in it with all her heart. And now, she has proven it in the only way she knew, through a brave, noble act. Only then did she truly accept that she belonged to Heimdall, that she was worthy of being with me. Sensing the pause in my moment, She opened her eyes.
どうしたの？
You've become the person you always wanted to be, Boo-boo. I told her softly, our foreheads touching, our eyes meeting. My recognition in this quiet closeness meant the world to her. Tears welled again, and slid past the corners of her eyes.
ありがとう。分析。
She called me by my name.
ブブ、ずっと待っていたんだ。その言葉を、この日を。
Okay. File 3. Let's go. The next day, the helicopter touched down at Yggdrasil headquarters. At the far of the helipad stood a few familiar figures by the entrance of the main building. Hold on. I had to sneeze. A golden blur darted towards me and skidded to the stop, just inches away. Benny. She glared at me, eyes shimmered with unshed tears.
なんだね。毎回。
She turned her head away. I tugged at her hand, and at last she gave me a lean against my chest and hid her face there, her expression lost to me. Life and Kaya came over as well. Kaya leaned in, resting her hand on my shoulder before brushing a kiss against my cheek.
私も連れて行けばよかったのに。あなたならなんとかなるのはわかるけど、やっぱりそばにいたかったわ。
Not a chance, Kaya. You already had your chance. Well, not you had a chance, but the other members have their chance. How was it on the Eastern Front?
相手が雑魚ばかりで退屈だったわ。
ずいぶん軽々しく言いますね。
Peace, Yao, and Changshin also walked over from nearby.
たったこれだけの人数でイエロ社と軍占領区の戦線をすべて支えていたというのに。
Good work. You handle the lines and redeployments better than anyone while I was away.
ねぎらいの言葉ならリフとカーシアにかけてあげて。後方支援チームと外勤スタッフたちを率いてフワルナ軍主力の攻勢を食い止めたのは彼女たちなのですから。
あと3日くらい戦っても平気よ。
Kaya laughed softly, flipping her hair, the other H-pin in the defense. Life stood quietly beside me. Then Changshin took my hand, her other hand coming up to the cup of my cheek.
あなた。
She paused, the words catching in her throat. Yao moved behind me and rested her head on my shoulders. I turned to her. She just pouted. That wounded look stabbing me with guilt. Peace, on the other hand, biting her lower lip, eye glittering with tears. They closed in on me, 6 pairs of eyes, all demanding an explanation. I know, my bad. Come on, let's talk on the way. They stood there, pretending not to hear me. I understood. No quick apology would fix this. Hey look, I made it back in one piece, didn't I? I know I made you worry. I won't take risks like that again. I'm a liar! I'm a freaking liar! It's gotta happen! It's gotta freaking happen!
まあ、いいでしょう。 とにかくおかえりなさい。
Tension sighed, shook her head, and walked off first to try to defuse the situation. But as she passed the elder, she glanced back, hurting still clouding her eyes. I've known there will be no dodging this. The mission footage has reached headquarters before I did. They all seen the choice I made. But deep down, I knew it wasn't reckless bravado. But if I back... Damn, that was wrong. But if I back off then, every operation that followed would have been death sentence for our future, for my girls, for the life we built. I chose to fight. They weren't questioning my choice, just venting their frustration and hurt. The group headed slowly into the building. Life lingered at the back, then fell into step beside me. She remained quiet. I slipped my arm around her shoulders. She leaned in, resting her head against me. Alright. I'm sorry. She turned and pulled me into a hug.
分かっている。私はただ。
She didn't go on, just tightening her arms around me. I held her, gently running a hand through her hair. In the distance, I saw my operators all pouring back. Not operators, operatives. Oh my god, I am so bad at this. Like operatives and operators, holy damn. They're like Arclight and Field. I'm gonna be playing that in next month, okay? So, my apologies. In the distance, I saw my operatives all pouring back out of the building entrance. Finally, home sweet home. In Tao's office. Come on, it's over. No need to look so grim. Tao exhaled and gave me a wary look.
もう呆れてしまいました。何度も言ったはずです。今回こそ安全を第一に任務にあたって3人とも無事に帰ってきてくださいと。何を言っても結局あなたは変わりません。彼女たちにあれだけ言われてきたのに何も変わっていないのですから。
I'm telling you, Tao knows me way too well. I'm such a hypocrite. I only went up there because I knew I could win. And with how strong Rosin has become, if I let her walk away, she'll be a serious threat to everyone, including you.
ユグドラシルの全支部と拠点を代償に、あなたを助けてもやぶさかではありません。自分が背負っている責任の重さについては、あなた自身が一番よく知っているはずです。
Civilizations don't evolve without struggle and bloodshed. Life never did either. Hal looked away and shook her head.
二人の容体は安定しています。さらに朗報として、戦闘の刺激で部部は深覚神経がより強化され、マーシルも無痛症が治りました。
Well, that's good news.
それから長症ですが、もう使い物にはならないでしょう。前回の政策で必要なタイタン物質の同位体を全て使い切っているため、再生策がいつになるかは定かじゃありません。あとは、あなたについて。戦闘服があの衝撃を防いでくれなかったら、おそらく今のあなたはもはや。
Wait. There might be a chance that I might get a new combat suit in the future. Because I don't mind the new design. I don't mind that new design, but I think it needs a better upgrade. I would have won either way, suit or no suit. There are always variables in a fight, but when two people so evenly matched face each other in a duel to the death, it all comes down to willpower and resolve. That's why neither of us back down. Between rivals like that, the winner alone has the right to approve or reject what the other stands for. Besides, who says the combat suit wasn't part of my calculations?
そういうことにしてあげましょう。
As for the death knell, the current iteration has serious flaws. We'll hold off on the rebuilding it until we work them out. It made me think of Monsieur. She cherished the death knell, and I understood why. I'll have to find a way to make it up to her.
そういえば話しておくべきことがありました。今すぐ何とかしてもらいたいわけではありませんが、頭の隅に置いておいてください。
Opened her terminal and brought up a report.
ソフィーはまだ死んでいません。それからマーシルが持ち帰ったデータによると、マーシルと対峙する時のソフィーは身体能力も覚醒者のパワー出力もヘイムダルの全覚醒者より上回っています。
She told me she learned something from Etta, a secret about manifestations.
覚醒者をさらに強化できる秘密ですか。
Even though Tao has a lot of lines, I wish we could see her mouth move compared to every other operatives or the manifestations.
外勤招待は療養センターで彼女の死体を見つけられませんでした。広域爆弾で吹き飛ばされたか、エッダに助けられて逃げたのかは分かりません。エッダがいる限り、彼女の情報を得るのは難しいでしょう。
Let me know as soon as anything comes up.
帰ってきてすぐ出撃するつもりですか？隊員たちが黙って見送るとでも？分かったことがあったら連絡しますから、おとなしく待っていてください。
Yeah? Sorry. I made you worried too. Tao held my gaze for a long moment, then a faint smile touched her lips. Ripples spread across the water. A woman stood aboard the ship as it glides slowly into the waterborne town. She hummed softly. The boat swayed with each note.
荒波を起こし、水の都を沈めよ。
Is she in Italy right now?
迷える子羊、神の抱擁を拒みたり、英雄の屍、岩にてひしがれて、ああ、終焉よ、終焉。終焉の時、今ぞ来たれり。
Damn, she talks so slow. I know I have to be dramatic, but still. Okay, I thought it would be much longer, like compared to like every other stories, because some of these files takes too long, but this file's got much shorter. I think I made it through like about 30 minutes or something like that. I don't really know the actual number while I'm recording. But in any case, that's good for now. And Merry late Christmas to you guys all, as I've been recording to this. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll be doing the Cat Cafe and Girls Frontline too. I only want to do that just because how cute they are, and to show you guys how much of a how bad of a barista I am. So, but in any case, leave a like to this video if you actually enjoyed the content, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you are subbed to this channel, share this video. It will help me a lot. But in any case, I will see you guys in a Cat Cafe. Until then, catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone.